Welcome to Capacity at Home. I'm Kate. This is Hatha Yoga, intended as recovery if you sit at a desk or work in an office. It's going to help free your upper back and your lower back and just release and correct your posture. Okay, let me just turn some music on and we'll get started. So I want you to find a comfortable seated position, ideally in easy pose with your legs crossed. But if this is too intense on knees, you might need a little cushion or block like me to sit on, or you can extend your legs, or however is comfortable for you. Gently rest your hands on your knees, and if it feels good, you can close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose, filling your belly, and exhale through your mouth. If it helps, you can place your hand on your stomach and on your chest. Feel the breath filling your body. Enter your practice. Become aware of your tension, of your stretching and any pain you may have in your knees, your joints, your back. And bring yourself fully into the moment. Next in-breath in through your nose and out through your nose. This class today is to release hips back and create free moving flow in our body. If you have another intention, I want you to set it now. Gently relax your hands and open your eyes. We're going to start with our warm-up. So gently rolling from your seated position to your hands and knees. Are using the cushion, just pop it out of the way. So we're going to come to cow-cat, knees underneath hips, hands braced. On our next exhale, we're going to roll up through our spine, looking towards our navel, stretching our shoulders, and then inhale, sink back, belly down, shoulders lift. Exhale, lift through our body, looking to our navel. Exhale, sink. We're keeping our movements slow and trying to link them with our breathing. It helps our mind focus on our bodies and just connects us with our movement. This time, as the arch up, push back towards your heels. Stretching out your thighs. Inhale, drop the belly and roll through back to cat. Exhale, arch. Sit back on your heels. Inhale, sit the belly and lift. Exhale, up. And then come through to cat. Rest on your hands. We're going to mobilise our wrists. You have sore wrists, you can just give them a little roll, rolling your mat, place your hands. But if it feels good, just place the top of your hand on the floor, gentle pressure to stretch the wrist. Change sides. So again, roll if you can't put pressure on your hand, or just rest the top of your hand on the floor. Shoulders, just shoulder width, touch your toes, push your hips high. You want to lengthen through your spine, pull your shoulder blades up towards your hips, ground your heels. It is not important that they land on the floor, just that they're gravitating our mind. Bend one knee, push the other heel down, and as you exhale, shift. Inhale and exhale. Ground both heels and walk the feet towards your hands. You're going to gently raise and roll up through the body, bring the hands overhead to mountain. Exhale, bring them down the central line of the body, soften the knees and come down. Inhale, roll all the way up. We're just warming the back of our body, our shoulders, our arms and down, releasing any tension. Inhale, lift the chest, relax the shoulders and down. One more. Inhale, come to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Exhale, bring the hands to the center. Okay, step yourself forward to the front of your mat and we're going to come to our sun salutation. Gently rest the arms. Inhale, lift the arms up, ground the feet, relax the shoulders. And on your exhale, soften the knees, come down to our Uttanasana, our full fold. Inhale, come to Adho Uttanasana, our table, our flat back. Exhale, back to our full fold. Inhale, as you exhale, step back to your down dog, pushing your hips high, grounding yourself. Spend a moment here, just feeling this pose. Inhale, come to your plank position, drop into your knees if this is too intense. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, bring yourself all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, you can be in Cobra. If you are strong and flexible enough, come to your up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, back to down dog. And then step forwards, exhale into your Uttanasana once more. Inhale, lift the arms, sink the hips to our chair pose. Exhale down. And inhale, raise back to extended mountain. And down. We're going to continue this. Inhale. Lift the hands to the sky. Exhale. Soften the knees and come down. Inhale. Adho Uttanasana. Flattening and stretching our backs. Exhale. Step. Settle back to our Uttanasana. Around your body. On your next exhale, so you inhale, and as you exhale, step yourself back to down dog. Feeling the stretch and length of your spine and the backs of your legs. Inhale, shift yourself forwards. Strong core. Our crocodile, bringing our body down, lowering ourselves to the mat. Inhale, think about your spine. If you have got tension in your lower back, Cobra may be enough. But if you can, push the floor away, thighs no longer touching the floor to our up dog. Tuck your feet, push it back to down dog. On your exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, step forwards. Inhale to chair, lengthening your spine, feeling strength in your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise. And exhale, bring the hands back down. You do do it one more time, just to feel that flow. Inhale, stretch the ceiling, relaxing the shoulders, feeling the tension flow away. Exhale, soften your knees, and tip to your forefront. Step back to your down dog. You should feel your blood flowing nice and strongly. Feel your shoulders start to open. Inhale, shift hips down and come to your plank. Nice and strong. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, lift. Cobra, up dog. Exhale, push back. Just ground yourself here for a moment. Feel and become aware of your entire body. And on your exhale, step forward to your forward fold. And inhale to chair. And breathe. Exhale. Just explore the stretch and length in the back of your legs. If you are a little too tight, use your block or whatever height you need for the support. And then inhale, raise. And exhale, settle. So we're going to come to our main practice. We're going to hold and breathe deeply first of the poses. Okay, step the front leg, your right leg back, hips square to the front. So they're facing to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms up if you can. Knee over ankle. Rear heel rounded, shoulders relaxed. Now if you are quite flexible in your legs, you can take this pose deeper. We're breathing in through our nose, deep into our bellies, feeling the length in our spine. We're going to hold this for roughly 10 breaths. If it gets too much for you, at any time you can step back to our mountain pose. Our gaze heads forwards and relaxed. So on your inhale, lift up, exhale, turn the body to a warrior two. Knees still over ankle, hips are facing forwards, hands and arms shoulder height. We're going to take our gaze, our drishti, to our index finger, just to give us some focus. If you find your hips are too tight and they want to turn to the side, bring your back leg forwards. Push your front knee or bent knee over the front ankle and relax the shoulders away from the ears. We're just going to hold this for another couple of breaths. And then as you exhale, circle the arms round, turn the rear foot and come to your long lunge, your runner's lunge. If this is too intense, drop your knee. Just make sure your hips being drawn to the floor. You're pulling your left hip back and your right hip forwards. If you're fine with that runner's lunge, push the heel away. Our hips get very tight if we've been sat for long periods of time. So do what's good for you. On your next inhale, twist toward your front leg and reach your arm to the sky. Open through your chest. So you're opening the front front of your body, rather than just taking the arm back. If your top shoulder is hurting in this position, just place the hand on the hip. And holding. Lengthening our spine. Breathe. As you exhale, come back to your runner's lunge. Land the back knee. We're going to come to our crescent lunge. Inhale, lift the arms. Push the hips forwards. Release the body a little. Nice and tall. Bring the hands down. Shift your weight forwards. And we come to our standing split. Raise the back leg. Squaring the hips. Again, use blocks. If you can't touch the floor, if your flexibility is better, you can reach for the front ankle. But you're lifting that back leg as high as is comfortable for you. The balance isn't good. Round the toe. Again, feel the belly. This helps improve our balance. Flexibility in our hamstrings. Breathe. Our focus point is on the floor or on our shin, depending on our flexibility. Exhale. Bring yourself to forward fold. And breathe. Okay, I'm going to change sides, so that you can see me and I can see you. Okay, let's come to our chair pose and twist. So this time you can bring your feet together, face on in fact. Feet together, bring your hands to your chest and we come to twisted chair. Exhale, take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, rolling the shoulders back. Gaze to the floor or to the sky. Keep the knees level. Keep the weight in the heels. Feel that body release. If this gets too intense, just come to a forward fold to release and free yourself. Release the twist. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Just ground yourself for a moment. Release the hips and the hamstrings. Inhale. Back to our chair. Bring the hands into your prayer mudra and bring it across. Again, gaze can go down, can go to the sky. Whichever your body's most comfortable with. Breathe. Just to focus on your body. Perfection in these moves is not what's important. Feeling them in the right place is. You should feel this in your legs, in your glute, and release the back. Exhale. Back to forward fold. Hold here just for a moment. Relax and feel your hamstrings and glutes release. Inhale, roll up to mountain. Exhale. Hands back to heart center and release. So we're going to step out with our left leg this time. Step to your warrior one. Hips face forwards. And then if you can, raise your arms, relaxing the shoulders. This time, if you want a little change, you can bring your hands behind, index finger together, and open your chest. knees bent as much as you can, whilst drawing that right hip back, left hip forwards. Again, trying to open our chest. In Hatha Yoga, we hold our poses to help strengthen our muscles. Become aware of our bodies. Become present in the moment we're in. Inhale, raise those arms back up. Exhale, turn to warrior two. You may need to readjust your feet, turn your hips, lengthen your spine. And breathe. If you're feeling any clicking in the knees, you may have let your knee drop in, push it back out. You should feel the strength in those legs, and lengthen your spine. Exhale, sweep the arms over and come to your runner's lunge. Again, dropping the knee. If this is too intense, but try and square the hips to the floor. So breathing, holding that move. Use your blocks for hands if you need to. You can even use your fist. Inhale, rise into your twist. Opening the body to the side, not just taking your arm behind. If it does grow too intense, come back to your runner's lunge or just land the knee. Trying to feel the stretch and release in your hips now. Okay, now land the lower knee up the foot. Inhale and come to crescent lunge. Lifting the chest. Exhale. Come down. Lift the back leg. Bring it in and lift yourself to split. Then we're going to attempt to hold for 10 breaths. It is quite an intense pose and can be too much. Breathe. Try and keep your hips square. Two more breaths. And then next exhale, bring the leg down to forward fold. Just ground yourself for that moment, and then take your feet back, pushing your hips high. Enjoy down dog. So you're spreading your hands wide, trying to feel each fingertip pressed to the floor, the heel of your hand, drawing those shoulders up and back. Lifting your tailbone to the sky and grounding your heels. If there's some intense pain in your lower back, just soften your knees to release your hamstrings a little. So this reinvigorates us, encourages blood flow to the brain, which can wake us and energize us. Land your knees. Move just in child's pose, sinking your hips down to your heels. If your knees tight like me, they might be raised, but you're not here for long. Okay. spine, this can cause problems. If it is, just lower yourself down. So this is Cobra, not up dog. Exhale, sit back into your child's pose. Take a moment here to relax and then shift into staff pose. Again, this is another move. We're only spending a moment to rebalance. Pull your toes towards you. Sit nice and tall. Lengthen through your spine. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale. Keep the body long and tilt forwards to start with. Lowering the hands either to your shins or your thighs. But keep the body long to start with. Trying to keep the feet flexed to intensify this move. And then on your next exhale, come forwards. I want you to think how your body felt before you brought your body forwards. If that was more comfortable and you felt the length of your spine, of your hamstrings, bring your body back up. If this is your more comfortable position, or you can go further, stay here. Keep the energy in the body, keep the tension in the muscles. Feet flexed. Breathe. As you inhale, strong core, lift yourself up. Okay, seated twist. Take the right leg over the left leg, rounding your hips. If it lifts, place a block or a cushion or a towel under your hip. Reach the leg towards you, lift with the crown of your head, and turn. Now you can move this arm further, progress this move, either by using the knee for a lever, or by bending the lower leg. But make sure both hip bones are on the mat the whole time, using the block if necessary. We hold for 8 more breaths. Try to look behind you. You can even close your eyes and use the inside of your eyelids as your wrist shift this time. Your focal point. Okay, release and curl the legs and bring them straight. Bear in mind we are different both sides, so go with what's good this side. Again, it might be a straight leg with one knee bent and just reaching, hugging the knee into you, or reaching for a twist. It may be bending the lower leg, but make sure your hip joints and your feet are grounded. Inhale and twist. Now if you just found out you're pregnant, or you've had internal surgery of any description of this position is uncomfortable, you can turn the opposite way. Just opens the space and starts putting pressure on your abdominal area. But if not, you want to come towards your knee, deepening the twist of the hip and the lower back. Take one more breath in. Feel your belly. Exhale. Release. And extend the legs back out. So we're gently going to roll ourselves down to Savasana, or corpse pose. Laying flat on your back is uncomfortable. You may want to bend your knees and put a towel or cushion underneath your legs. You may want a cushion underneath your lower back or underneath your head. If not, try and face your palms up. Let your feet roll out. We're just going to spend a moment breathing. In through your nose classes you already have on our YouTube channel, which Lisa has placed for us. If you haven't got any time today, you're going to bring your knees into your chest. Maybe have a little rock. Release our lower spine a little. And when it feels right, drop them to the right side. Continue to roll over and sit yourselves up. You're going to come to easy pose or any other seated position that you find most comfortable. Rest your thumb and finger together on the drill of knowledge, of connection. It helps both sides of our brain communicate. Take a few rejuvenating breaths. Open your eyes, bring your hands to prayer, forehead, heart center, namaste. Thank you for joining me today with this Hatha workout, yoga practice. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please look out on our YouTube channel